Hi and welcome to another tutorial on the Edexcel IGCSE exam paper. Today we're going to look at the 2017 examination, and of course it's 3 hours long. We have a load of files that you can find in a resource folder with images as well, and these can be found in the description of the video. And moving on to your instructions, these instructions here, you must read them. Your invigilator will not read these. Okay, you have to do this yourself. So there are 5 activities. Complete them in order, but don't spend too much time. Use the time that's suggested, and every task must have your name and candidate details and the task number on them before printing. You won't get it. You won't receive the printout, and it won't get marked if it doesn't have your name on it. And the activities here for this are spreadsheet, databases, digital art, web authoring, and DTP. It tells you how many marks for each one, and the data files needed is out of 100. And you must do them all. You can't think, I'm going to do one, and it'll give me my marks, because that's not going to happen. Then it tells me some information about the company, about the scenario, and the address. That's important to read because you'll need that later. Moving on to Activity 1, using spreadsheet software. The owner has collected payments for the walk-in holiday. The Coastwalk spreadsheet contains 2 worksheets called Payment and Walkers. Open the Coastwalk spreadsheet, open the Payment worksheet. So we'll open up the Coastwalk spreadsheet, and we'll enable it, and we've got 2, payment and walk. We want the payment. I'm going to click on the top corner and make these columns bigger so I can see them. Okay? In I6, calculate the total payments made by the first walker. So in I6, I'm going to click the auto sum and sum, and I'll select the month, press enter, and I'm going to just click and hold on the dot and let them go down so we've got the total. In J6, calculate the average monthly payment. So I just do equals, sorry, don't even need to do that. I just go to the arrow next to AutoSum, average, and we select the payments for all the months, press enter, move across to the cell, and then we just click and hold on the bottom that dot and then double click, and that finds the average. Save as task SS1, and at the top it says enter task SS1 and your candidate details in the footer. So insert header footer and go to footer here, and we'll put task SS1 and we'll put my candidate name in the footer. And we'll then go back to view and normal view. And I'm going to save this as task SS1 in the resources folder. Okay, like so. And going back to the PDF file, it says the cost of the holiday will be stored in B3, which is, oh, we haven't done it yet. So we need to enter cost in A3, 650 in B3. So cost in A3, 650 in B3. And enter a formula in cell K6 to calculate the balance to pay for the first walker. So this is the total. So I'll just do equals B3 minus I6, enter, gives our balance to pay, click on the dot, and we drag it down. See, that's done wrong because if I click, it's now looking at this cell here, which is wrong, it's a word. So I need to turn B3 into an absolute cell reference. So just before the column letter, I put a $, and then a $sign before the row number, and then I can drag it down again. Like so. And it just says Then the owner wants to set a reminder to walkers where the balance to pay is greater than their monthly average payment. Enter a formula in cell L6 that displays yes if the balance to pay first walker is greater than the average, or no if not. So we need to use an if statement. We need to go home, the arrow next to AutoSum and more functions. Choose the if function, press OK, and we say is this greater than the, actually I'll do it the other way around. Is the balance remaining greater than the average payment? If it is, then I put yes, otherwise I put no. And I say OK, and I go to the bottom corner and I double click. Okay? And it just says resave, Control and S, but don't print. Replicate the formulas down to the other walkers, resave and show the resave and print, and make sure the columns are wide enough. So I'll resave, go to formulas and show formulas, click in the top corner and double click between the row and the column headings, like there, and we go to file and print. And we make sure the row and column headings are shown, and if they're not, just go page setup, fit to 1 by 1, sheet, grid lines, and row and column headings. Press OK and print. And we'll get rid of formulas at the moment and just make sure I can see the data again. Maybe I'll make this just a bit smaller so it fits. Okay, so going back. Task SS2, sort the payments worksheet in alphabetical order of first name. Okay, so I'm going to select, this one's a bit tricky. Normally you select all the data at the top here. And if I go to data and sort, I should be able to see all this here. But if I do first last name and then first name, so last name and then first name, press OK, it sorts the first name as well. So I need to select the data like this, and we go sort, and we say last name, add level, and then first name, and then press OK, and that will just sort the data and not the headings, which is what we want. If you do find that happens, format this worksheet so that they have suitable headings here. So we want total paid, we want average paid, we want balance remaining, and finally if balance, sorry, I'll put is balance greater than average, press enter. And I'm going to click on the top corner and just make the columns bigger, like so. I think this is too big, so I could go home, wrap text, and just make this row, oh, wrong one, make this row a bit bigger, drag it smaller, and then just wrap text, and we'll say center, center like that. Oh. There we are, okay? And we'll do the same. We'll just highlight all that top row and we'll center it on there. I'll make them bold and underline. I'll make them underline as well. And I'm just improving the format here, so I will put borders around all the cells. I think what I will do is I'll make these centered, like so. These here are monetary, so I'm going to select these and I'm going to make it as a currency. And does it tell me to have it as decimal? It says no decimal places here, so I need to just click here and reduce that and just make this a bit smaller here so it fits. Make this bold as well, perhaps border around that. I'm going to right align that and border, and we'll put bold. This can be a heading, so I'm going to make this a bit clearer and bold. and this is 16. So I'll do the same here, and bold, like so. What else? All data is visible. I've done that. Presentation improved. Task SS2 and your name in the footer. Save it and then print showing data. So I need to go insert, header footer, go to footer, change this to SS2. View in normal. File, save as, and we'll save this as SS2. Like so. We then need to go to File and Print. Make sure it's one on one page. If not, page setup fit to. Okay, so that fits, and we print it. And then I'll go back to my document. It says it display the data view of the worksheet on the screen. Paste the screenshot into a document SS2C. So up here, open new document using word processing software. We need to have SS2C and your name in the footer. So we go insert, and we put in the footer, like so, task SS2C, delete the middle, and on the right I put my name, and I go File and Save As and Browse. And I call this task SS2C, and I'll go Desktop Resources like so, save. And I need to paste screenshot of the worksheet and identify one format feature and how that improves the presentation. So this is it here. I'm just going to try and move that across a bit if I can. No, I'll make that bigger, and I will just show that size. So zoom to selection. There we go. Snipping tool, and we'll just make sure I can see it. There we go. Paste, and I can say one formatting feature used to improve the presentation is column headings made bold and underlined to make them clearer. Large main headings in a larger font size, so easier to define, to identify what the spreadsheet is about, like so. We can save that, and I think it just says print, so we just go File and Print there. Okay. Task SS4, we need to now go to the walks worksheet. So I go to the walks worksheet now. And on here, I need to create a chart to show the distance of the walks, create a suitable chart. So we've got the distance, we need to show the distance of the walks, so these ones here. So I basically need to highlight these two columns, right click and hide, and then we select the data, and all I do is go insert and the chart, and I just say distance of the walks, and we choose a axis titles. So down the bottom I choose name of walk, and at the side I say distance in km. And over here I say on a separate worksheet. So I need to go design, move chart, new sheet, like so, and I need to go file and print, but this time I say page setup and header and footer, custom footer. So on here I say task SS3, and on the right I say my name, Anthony Clifford Orme, like so. Just check the PDF, yes, that's right. Press OK, OK, and I print it. Okay, perfect. And I'll just save that as task SS3, like so. Moving along, that's the end of the spreadsheet task. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed watching the video, and look forward to seeing you in the next one, which is activity 2.